I think we should start normalizing unfriending and removing people on social media, even if they are your friends or family, that you just don't like what they post. We all have that one friend or family member that always posts something crazy to social media, whether it's about politics or just something just really stupid. And what do? You just freaking, if it's on their story, you just skip through the story, or they just post too much and you're just not a fan of it. You love them and you're not a fan of it. I think every now and then I have that friend or family member that posts something that I'm just not interested in. And I either one, just ignore it, or two, just kind of skip through the story if it's on, their Instagram story or whatever. But there will be times where I'm just sitting, scrolling through someone's story and skipping through the entire thing because it's just not interesting, and they post the same thing over and over again every day, and it's just not interesting. So I came to the point where I'm like, I love you, but I'm just gonna unfollow you. And unfollowing or unfriending someone has such a negative connotation to it. It does it, People automatically assume it to be a negative thing, or that they don't like you anymore, you don't like them anymore. And it's not always like that. I would rather someone unfollow me because they don't like what I post than just skip through my story, because sometimes I put some effort into my story, even my post. And I know that sounds like a stupid topic, but I think it's something we should start normalizing. If you don't like what someone posts, regardless if they're your friend or family member, respectfully unfollow them, delete them, or whatever. Y'all can still be cool. Y'all can still talk, but just understand, if you do that, then you might miss out on their whatever's happening in their life. So I think that's why we don't do that, is because we miss out. We are scared that we're going to miss something. But I also think that if you are close enough to that person, that you'll take the time to reach out to them, or they might take the time to reach out to you. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of bad at reaching out to people regardless. So I don't really get upset when people don't reach out to me. It is what it is. But and I kind of had to go through this with my own family, because I was posting certain things that people in my family didn't like, and some of them just tolerated it, whatever. But my mother, she just straight out removed me, which at the time I was like, wow. But after thinking about it for a little bit, I was like, okay, you know what? It is what it is. It's not that big of a deal. And quite frankly, I don't like what she posts either, because I'm trying to get my algorithm to not be as political. I don't want a bunch of politics on my algorithm. I'm getting tired of it. And that's all she posts. So I was kind of happy when she removed me, because I was like, you know what? You made this a lot easier for me, because I don't want to see the stuff that you post. And I think that should go for everyone. If I got to constantly skip through someone's story or scroll past their post, I'm just not interested in it, then why am I even following them? So it's kind of something I've been thinking about lately. And social media, man, social media is just terrible. Lately, I have been noticing that I'm getting gray hair, which is crazy for me, because I'm about to be 28 years old and I should not be getting gray hair. I'm not stressed out about anything. At least I don't think I'm stressed out about anything. Maybe I could be stressed out about something and I just don't know. I'm not. But as far as don't know, I mean, as far as I do know, I'm not stressed out about anything. But the only thing that I think that could be stressing me out is maybe social media. Because every time I go on social media, I just see some BS. I see something. And when the BS, bro, I'm mainly talking about political things. And I'm seeing people repost, post on their stories, just stuff that's just annoying, whether it's stuff I disagree with and stuff I do agree with on both sides of the aisle. I get tired of seeing it over and over again. Yeah, if you post it every now and then, okay, it is what it is. But if you post the same thing over and over and over and over again, it gets annoying. And the same applies to me. I love weather. I love my cats and I love raving. And a lot of times, and I also love anime and video games. And a lot of times that's what my stories and my posts consist of. And I know a lot of people aren't into that. And it is what it is. And when I say I love weather, like I really love weather. I love the snow. So I'm all anytime it snows, I'm always posting about the snow. And people might not like that. So if you don't like that, you can just unfollow me. I'm not gonna be upset. It is what it is. Cause I'd rather, like I said, I'd rather you unfollow me than just kind of skip through my story. Cause that just seems kind of stupid to me. This is a waste of energy. But I've seen people get into whole fights, relationships, and friendships in because they get unfollowed and they think it's the end of the world. I also think that you're if you're in a relationship or you were in a relationship and y'all break up, you definitely shouldn't be following your ex because if you're trying to move on from them and you're just constantly looking at their story, what are we doing here? Unfollow them, man. It is what it is. You're gonna be thinking about it enough. You don't want to be thinking about them more by seeing their little icon pop up on the top of Instagram. So that's a big one. For example, quick little story time. There was a chick that I was seeing for a few weeks, and long story short, it didn't work out. But old girl was like, "Hey, we can be friends, but that's as far as it'll go." And I was like, "Yeah, nah, it's okay. I'm gonna keep my distance for now." So in my head, when I say I'm gonna keep my distance, I mainly mean I'm just gonna unfollow you on social media because I just don't want to see you. I don't need to see what you're up to and what you post about. Come to find out, she still follows me, at least for now. And it is what it is. I don't have anything against the person. She's a great person. But yeah, no, I just don't need to see what she's up to because it's just unnecessary. And I also don't believe in being ex or being friends with your exes, at least right off the back. No, not me. Not no, sir, not me. Gotta have boundaries. But anyway, I'm not gonna make this a whole long video. I just want to say that it's okay if you feel like you need to unfollow somebody on social media because you just don't like what they post. I think that should be normalized. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Even if they are your family or friends, it is what it is. And if someone follows you, hey, it is what it is. I mean, don't take any offense to it. Don't take it personally. Because if you know that person offline and you know they still mess with you like that, then it's all good. And if they don't, it is what it is. Now, blocking people, that is a little bit more extreme. If you block somebody, or if I block somebody, that means I don't want you to contact me. I don't want anything to do with you. I've only blocked like two people in my life. And that was for pretty extreme reasons. Yeah, no, I wouldn't advocate for blocking people. But I mean, if that works for you, then that works for you. But blocking is like more, I guess, malicious. Yeah, man. If y'all like, tell me what y'all think in the comments. If you like these kind of videos, let me know. Let me know, give me more topics to talk about. I think this is gonna be like my fifth video on this channel. I'm kind of enjoying just yapping or whatever. As always, be grateful, stay positive, never take anything for granted. I'll catch y'all on the next one.